First you want? Yo, what's up YouTube? But more specifically, what's up, TwerptheKid? Shout out to you, man. You know, try to get you as soon as I could, man. You've been showing some support. I appreciate that, man. So you showing some support, I'm finna check you out, man. But it don't matter, bro. If your music is trash, I'm still going to tell you it's trash, and I'm gonna articulate as to why I think it's trash. Alright? But I'm looking at your SoundCloud right now. You got 67 tracks, so you've been doing this for a minute, or you've been doing a lot of it. Not many people have that many tracks, bro. So already I gotta give you some shine. Already I gotta give you a little praise for making that many tracks in a short amount of time. Like, wow, this is almost astounding. Hold on, let me. Yo, in 9 months, you've made 67 tracks, bro. Is my eyes deceiving me? That's ridiculous. Hey, bro, you doing good. I gotta give you praise for that. You know what I'm saying? Got to. So, but still, gotta listen to the music. So already, I'm expecting you to be decent, because nobody can make 67 tracks in 9 months and not at least be decent. You know what I'm saying? I know you went through some stuff. But anyway, enough of the talking. So, like I said, I'm going hard, uncut, honest. I got nothing to lose if I say your music is bad, and I got nothing to gain if I say your music is good. So with that being said, man, let's get straight to it. And we finna start with Cigarettes. You said that was your favorite song, so it's gotta be something. Let's get to it.
Smoke a cigarette, trying to smoke away your stress. You live in without regrets, but you created a mess. Yeah, smoke a cigarette, trying to smoke away your stress. Live your life without regrets, but you created a mess. They said, why don't you just stop? Grab my pen and then I drop. Never am what I am not, and that's why I never stop. I will go until I die, maybe then you all will cry. I am so desensitized to all of your goddamn lies. I see it inside your eyes. Why you gotta try and hide? Thought you were my ride or die. Guess this is a suicide. All my secrets I confide. Promise you will never find. Hide them all inside my mind. Keep them all until I die. Smoke a cigarette, trying to smoke away your stress. Live your life without regrets, but you created a mess. Yeah, smoke a cigarette, trying to smoke away your stress. Live your life without regrets, but you created a mess. They say, why don't you just stop? Grab my pen and then I jot. Never am what I am not, and that's why I never stop. I will go until I die, maybe then you all will cry. I am so desensitized to all of your goddamn lies. I see it inside your eyes. Man, why you got try and hide? Thought you were my ride or die. Guess this is your suicide. All my secrets I confide, way deep down inside my mind. Promise you will never find, even after I do die.
Yeah, that was decent, man. I liked it. There were some positives and there were some negatives. But before we get into that, I'm gonna listen to a more recent song, because I just feel like more than anything, it sounds kind of raw. You know what I'm saying? Just a little unrefined, and I feel it was a pretty while ago, a long while ago, 5 months ago. You kept making music, so let's listen to a more recent song, and then cross compare. Alright, so I'm gonna listen to Here We Go Again. Pretty simple beat.
blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Hair blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Time to play pretend. Hide and seek again, playing with my friends. Time to play pretend. Hide and seek again, time will never end. Emotions are pretend. Tell you how it is, I never listen. Emotions are pretend. Tell you how it is, I never listen. I am questioning. Why you got it in, why you got it in. I am questioning. Why you got it in, why you got it in. Hair blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Hair blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Time to play pretend, time to play pretend. Hide and seek again, playing with my friends. Time will never end, time will never end. Emotions on pretend, I tell you how it is. I am questioning. Why you got it in, why you got it in. I am questioning. Why you got it in, why you got it in. Why you got it in. Hair blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Hair blows in the wind. Hiding from my friends, here we go again. Time to play pretend. Hide and seek again, playing with my friends. Time to play pretend. Hide and seek again, time will never end. Emotions are pretend. Tell you how it is, I never listen. Emotions are pretend. Tell you how it is, I never listen.
Alright. Hey man, I gotta say, I'ma say, you one of the most unique artists or rappers I've heard yet. Like, you don't sound like nobody I've heard of. Like, this is unique. That is a very high grade for me, bro. That alone is awesome. Cause to the point where I can't even put it, for me to really evaluate it, is to put it in a box that I'm familiar with. But it's to the point where I don't know what box to put it in. It doesn't sound like rap. It sounds a little bit like sad emo mixed with some pop. Sad emo rap mixed with some pop. That's what I could say. But it has a different vibe to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to one more song, your most popular song, and then I'm gonna give it the full evaluation that I can. Alright? Let's do that. My Day.
What will I be doing? What will I be doing? Where will I be going? Where will I be going? The places I be seeing. Where will I be going? Where will I be going? People will I show them? Bad bitch out in London. Let her on the Snapchat. Man, I wanna tap that. Man, I wanna tap that. What the fuck you seeing? Things you are believing. Hope you are the losing. Hope you are the losers. give a fuck about your opinion. Don't give a fuck what you talking about. Don't give a fuck what you talking about. You just want some free clout. Bad bitch out in London. Met her on the Snapchat. Man, I wanna tap that. Man, I wanna tap that. I don't give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck about me. Why you hating? Why you hating? All you are doing giving me clout. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Just go the fuck away. Let me continue my day.
Hey. Alright, bro. I think I could do a nice summary and judgment and review based on what I heard. I don't know. Listen, that last song, My Day, sounded the most hip hoppy, but even that, like the lyrics, the flow, you know what I'm saying, the rhythm, delivery, a little unique. I will say these 3 songs do have a problem. But I don't even know if it's really a problem, because I don't even know if that's what you're going for. I can't really judge it. And it's structure. There's no real structure in the song. It's kind of like you're just going on and on and on and on and on. You don't really change up your inflection. You don't really change up the flow. You just do the same thing. But wait a minute, before I say anything, it creates an aesthetic. It kind of creates like a nice vibe, like not a hypnotic thing, but a nice vibe that you can kind of just fall into, you know what I'm saying? You can just go with and just kind of sink away, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I think that's good for. It's like vibe music. The flow, your words, it kind of plays into a feeling, and you can just go on that feeling and just ride it, and without any really without any differential in flow or inflections or anything. It's kind of just a nice ride where you could just chill, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. But the biggest problem, I would say, is mixing. That's the biggest problem here. And when I say mixing, I mean your voice mixed in with the instrumental. It just doesn't fit right. Something about it sounds a little rough. It just doesn't mesh well. The vocals stick out from the beat, and there's friction. It doesn't come together smoothly, you know what I'm saying? It comes together a little rough. And I found that in all 3 songs. The one that was the least problem was the last track, Here We Go Again. That's what was the least problem, but I found that the biggest issue here for me, it kind of took away how much the lyrics and the vocals and the instrumental just didn't mesh together properly. I'm gonna try to be more specific. It was like a contrast that didn't go together. You see, all these beats are nice and smooth, you know what I'm saying? They're nice and smooth, and they flow. They're nice and almost ambient, not ambient, but kind of like that, where not background music, but they kind of have that feel, and you just flow with them. And then your voice, it's almost like a little rough. It sounds a little rigid, and you're taking something that's rigid and you're putting it on something that's soft and smooth, and it kind of just I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining properly. That's the best way I can describe it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it also creates something unique too at the same time. Because remember, what I'm using to judge this or observe this is what I'm familiar to hearing. I've never really heard anything like that. So it kind of works. It gives off a unique feeling. I'm just not used to it. So that's how I'm judging. For me to say, hey, yo, smoothing up your voice a little bit, and then when you put the voice smoother on the smooth instrumental, it'll sound right. But that's subjective. There's no rule book that says you have to do that. To be honest with you, there's no book, there's no code, there's no regulations that says you must do that. That's you. at the end of the day, mixing is a part of, is just as creative as the writing. So I may not like it. It may sound off to me, but if that's what you're going for, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it does do something. It does create. It does add to the feeling. It does make a contrast. I'm just not used to the. I'm just. It just comes off. It's just a little off to me, based on what I'm used to hearing. It just doesn't feel right. But I'm not feeling to tell you it's wrong, because you may have did that on purpose, and it does do something. In all three songs, especially in Cigarette, it does do something. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't come off right to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's a contrast nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta respect it. So I do respect what you've done here. This is fairly unique. Like, all the problems I have are purely subjective. Really. I said song structure, which, you know, if you're trying to pop, you can't pop off this. You can't blow off this though. I will say that. I'm not gonna say it's good, but I'm gonna say it works. This does something. This has an effect. This has an appeal in some way. You know what I'm saying? You got people listen to it. It has an appeal. You know what I'm saying? It sounds really raw and underdeveloped, but it has an appeal. Kind of like how Lo-Fi House has an appeal. Like, nobody's going to listen to Lo-Fi and say, hey, man, y'all need to tighten that up. Get the thing like this, do that. Why y'all got them record fuzz on there? It don't sound right. What is y'all doing? The quality's bad. Nobody does that to Lo-Fi, because Lo-Fi itself has an appeal, has an aesthetic. And that's how I'm comparing your music right here. At least the 3 songs I heard. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want, because part of me wants to say, yo, clean up your flow, clean up your delivery, smoothen your vocals, or make it align with the beat properly. But if you are going, it does something. It has an aesthetic. It has a purpose. It did something. I heard it, and it made a interesting vibe that I've never heard before, really. If anything, I feel like it's safe to say you're going to need some song structure if you want to blow. This will go over well to invoke a feeling or an emotion and be like something to relax to or something to chill to. But if you're trying to make a hit and you're trying to be a popular artist, I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know. Notice I ain't even say no chance. I'm saying I don't know. It's probably unlikely though. You know what I'm saying? If you want to resonate with the audience, you gotta give them something that they are used to, and then bring in. I feel like you're too far left here for you to blow. But in part, or have you done something? You know, I'm gonna take this time, and this is gonna be the last thing I do before I end this review. I'm gonna compare. I like to compare art and music to the same thing, like making a song to like drawing a picture or drawing a painting and painting. And what you've done is you've drawn a very unique painting, and I see it. But I see the painting as something that, for one, is very simple, very skeletal. It doesn't have too much. It's a very simple, very minimal painting. This music, the beats are kind of not simple, but they're not too much to them, and there's definitely not too much, at least in terms of flow and delivery and rhythm, is not too much to your lyrics. Everything's really simple. So in my mind is going, yo, you need to put more on it. It's too skeletal. It's too bare. You need to put more on this. But I'm also realizing from another perspective that it does have a certain look that is presentable. I do acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? It has a certain look that's presentable, and it kind of works for something. And I'm acknowledging that. But it just looks a little bare. It looks like you need to add some more paint or draw another structure or something like that. But that's subjective. If someone drew a picture of a stick figure, you gonna say, hey bro, them stick figures, you need to make them, like, you need to draw the whole thing. The stick figure serves a purpose though. The stick figure serves an aesthetic. It has meaning in itself. And that's what I find here. That's the best way I can explain it, my guy. The best way I can explain it. And with that said, you know, I think you got potential here. I feel like it's something you want to refine your craft. What I'm gonna say is, it's not. If you try and compare what you're doing to the Mona Lisa, you're gonna lose. If you're trying to compare what you're doing to Picasso, you're gonna lose. But it has its own thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you put this in the same category as the Mona Lisa or the Picasso, or as hip hop, as trap, as alternative rock, I feel like they're gonna beat it. But if you kind of put this into its own space and you develop it more to something else that's more in its own league, I see that's why you said alternative, but I feel like it might stick out because there's no structure. But who says there has to be structure? Not that there's no structure. The structure is really bare. You know what I'm saying? But it makes a vibe though, and the lyrics are meaningful. They mean something. They nice. They depth. They got substance. Got something for you to chew on. I can't knock that. So yeah, I think you got something here. I just don't know if you trying to pop though. If you trying to blow, you definitely gonna have to do something to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think they take it. Yeah, but it definitely does something. It's definitely nice. I gotta say that. So with that being said, that's the review. TwerptheKid reviewed. JaeMoye. Peace.